The three panels here highlight the era between the Second World War and the early 1960s. Coinciding with mechanisation underground in Collinsville, this era witnessed tensions, tragedies and triumphs, during which the miners and their families drew together in remarkable solidarity. One such event was the 1952 stay-down strike involving 122 men underground for 9 days. Beginning on May Day, the strike was primarily focused on a dispute involving a management decision to replace an absent winch driver with a miner from another union. The strike was also a culmination of other long-standing issues, such as poor bathroom facilities. When the men went underground, the mine management responded by sacking all involved and turning off power and ventilation fans. The photo you can see on the central panel was taken on May Day at the beginning of the strike. I was a very young fellow then, living with my grandmother, and my uncle was one of the men underground. Like most of the town folk, I turned up to support the men, while the Women's Auxiliary organised food and clothing. The band playing in the photo was the Prohaska Band. The Prohaska family arrived in Collinsville in the 1920s from Germany. Old Polly Prohaska took on the position of bandmaster, and soon most of the family had parts in the band. By the 1940s, the Prohaska Band was known as the Red Band, due to the communist influence in Collinsville and the band's refusal to play God Save the King. After 8 days underground, members from the Queensland Trades and Labour Council met with the Queensland Mines Minister. The government refused to start the ventilation fans or turn on the lights without some assurances from the miners' union. The union then decided to recommend a statewide stop to coal mining activities. Within a day, an agreement was reached. The ventilation and lights would be turned on and the men would come to the surface, after which the original issue of the dispute would be immediately brought before the reference board. By 10 a.m. on the 10th day of the stay-down strike, the remaining men underground made their way to the surface amid cheers and lively music from the Prohaska Band. Shortly after the miners resumed work in Collinsville, the dispute was brought before the reference board, who in turn ruled in favour of management. Despite disappointment over the ruling, the Collinsville miners had proved to the government the strength of the union and the solidarity of the men in the face of adversity.